too many people are dying in the name of Islam. Too many women live under oppression. Too many Jews are being demonized for it. Too many gays are being killed in the name of Islam. Too many Christians are being killed in the name of Islam. And I think it really has the answer is to have the Reformation now.
Ayan Hirsi Ali, one of the bravest women in the world. She was on with, well, you'll see momentarily, she was on The Daily Show. And I got to tell you, Jon Stewart, trying to equate radical Islam with Christianity, admittedly going back. And you know what? That's the whole point. What happened with Christianity or any other religion or any other things, that was back then. We're supposedly civilized now, right? And there's one religion that's not. So bringing up Christianity 500, 600, 700,000 years ago doesn't do it for me, John. Watch.
I think people single out Islam as though there's something inherently wrong with it that wasn't wrong with other religions. And so I guess my point is, if Christianity went through almost the exact same process, people who thought they knew better and were pure, and that created violence. And so why is, I get the sense you think Islam is different than other religions.
Well, I'm saying that Christianity went through that process of reformation and enlightenment and came to a place where the mass of Christians, at least in the Western world, have accepted tolerance in the secular state, the separation of church and state, respect for women, respect for gays.
Right. Well,
well, he says, well. I don't understand why this is such a hard lesson, John. What happened with Christianity, and I know you're just mimicking our wonderful president who trashed his own religion. I don't think you're Christian, John. I could be wrong, so shame on you for trashing Christianity. But having said that, that was way a long time ago. The world has changed, in case you haven't noticed. And that would be your defense for a lot of things, like gay marriage and other things. Which religion still has not fully changed? That's the point. And what has that resulted in? Death, terror, beheadings, slaughter, you name it. You don't get that, Jon Stewart? You just really don't get that? More.
But the majority of Christians, unlike the majority of Muslims, are not subjected to violence. And if you look at the 70% of global violence in the world today, Muslims are responsible, and the largest number of victims are
from
Muslims.
it. But I guess my point is, it seems like the narrative is, from some reformers, that there's something inherently wrong with this religion that is not wrong with other religions. And that's the thing that I'm trying to get at.
I don't know. Does Christianity, John, or Judaism teach in their texts, in fact, some would say demand, to convert by the sword? Have people convert or kill them? I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but I don't even understand your question at this point. There is a difference. Ask the people who are practicing radical Islam why they're practicing radical Islam. They'll point you to the Quran. And they'll cite you chapter and verse. They'll say, this is what it tells us to do. Where is that in Christianity or Judaism? Show me. Here's more.
Here's the key point.
Yes.
There were Christians, within Christianity, who came out and said, we need to change things. We need to reform, basically.
Right.
There are now Muslims today in growing numbers, not as large as I would like to see, but in growing numbers who are not pointing the finger towards Jews or Christians or American foreign policy or some other external factor, but they're saying there's something wrong within our religion. And what I'm trying to do here, as someone who grew up in the religion and came out of it and very much, driven by a desire to change or to bring about change or to bring about change in the conversation, is, okay, let's identify then what is wrong about, what is it with Islam that we need to change? And then I have these 5 key points.
But I don't understand. You're saying that there's something inherently wrong with Islam, and what about Christianity? How many times do we need to hear this man say the same thing over and over? He's right. He said one thing that he's right about. He doesn't understand.